why would you take a theater and call it the Slave Theater? He wasn't just opening up another store.
He knew that we were neglected in the society.
That's what's so very important about the Slave Theater, one of the few public institutions where we can have dialogue with one another.
Because he had these two theaters, he was a political force to be reckoned with.
He was walking up from Herkimer to Atlantic.
And two plainclothes cops leap on him. I don't think they knew he was a black belt.
He went through the system.
He's cutting my lot. Yo, do not cut my lot. He had a vision, had a vision for Brooklyn, had a vision for his people.
And the votes are still being counted in cities and towns across America.
He became a mentor to all of us.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Yanadameen Godcast 2019 recap. I am your gracious host, Fact Checker Rage. Usually we have Godfrey right there, Digga right there, the God Lord Jamar right there. But I will be holding this down as a solo effort, just like last year. Fuck with your boy, alright? So, first episode on the recap is when we was in limbo between spaces. We had to do it from the crib, y'all. Homeless style. Roll 'em.
Hey, yo, peace. Welcome back to the Yanadameen Godcast. I'm Lord Jamar.
I'm Digga.
That's Fact Checker Rage right there, a.k.a. Big Sandwich.
Actually, yeah, he's over there.
Oh, well, on my screen, he's over here. Okay, well, I got my shindigs crossed. Fact Checker Rage. How about that, okay?
Yeah.
They both in the house right about now. Yeah, we back again. Listen, if you'd like to donate to the show, go to cash.me/$Yanadameen, patreon.com/Yanadameen, or Yanadameen.com/support.
Please donate. We're doing real bad right now. Not just kidding. We back in the crib.
Look, now we are in between homes.
Lord Jay.
Listen, we are in between homes, right? But guess what, people? We don't fuck around. We don't play no games. One monkey don't stop no motherfucking show. And, we could do this out of the motherfucking bathroom if we had to. But we're not going to do that. We're going to give you the type of quality that you expect and have come to enjoy from the Yanadameen Godcast. So, yes, we have secured a new facility in which to tape our show from week to week. Okay? It's bigger. It's better. It's more impressive. And yeah, we feel very good about our new partnership. And we will be now shooting in my ex-home, which is Brooklyn, New York. Okay? At the historic Black Lady Theater. Oh my goodness, this all fucking just falls in line. We's about to be killing them out this motherfucker. So, like I said, we just jump over stumbling blocks. Nothing's going to stop this. And
we can have a live studio audience too. So
we can have a live studio audience.
We're gonna do a live show. Support Black business.
Right. But our biggest contributor and the one that really got this off the ground in the beginning, I told you, was my man. He goes by the name of the Chinese Puff Daddy. So we are going to bring him on right now to celebrate our 1 year anniversary, which, we're going to basically be celebrating probably for this whole year, because the fact that we made it to 1 year is an accomplishment that we should not sneeze at. 60,000 people deep. I don't know how many shows, and the shit is crazy. Like, just the following and the way they speak of us with other podcasts that's out there that's already been established is beautiful. So right about now, I'm gonna bring up my man. He goes by the name of the Chinese Puff Daddy. Where you at, my brother? Peace.
Peace. My Yanadameen Godcast family.
What's
Peace.
good?
Man, everything's good.
We're gonna get on to some fucking trending topics now. And it is, you here with us and shit. So
let's start with the king of hip hop.
Once again, y'all, that's when we was in between cribs with some homeless vibes. But as you know, we came up out of that. Something else we discussed that was real fun and interesting back then. Y'all remember when your boy Soulja Boy came out and let everybody know that it was time to put some respect on his name? Well, we touched on that on this episode too. I thought it was kind of funny. Roll them.
Let's start with the who?
The king of hip hop.
Who's the king of hip hop, Digga?
Soulja Boy, tell him. What? Who had a bigger comeback than Soulja Boy?
Soulja Boy, let me roll.
That was you. Y'all gonna put some spec on Soulja Boy name. Yo,
I watched his video. I mean, his interview that he did on the Breakfast Club at the behest of my sister Rah Digga.
I'm like, yo, you guys have a good time. Just watch this, man.
Oh, listen, it definitely was a good time. I don't know. Did I go away almost liking Soulja Boy after this? Like,
yo,
I thought he was mad funny. Like,
I watched the Breakfast Club and I watched him on Everyday Struggle, and I said, I think I might be a Soulja Boy stan for the next couple of days. Because it's only gonna last for this week. By next week, get Soulja Boy the fuck out of here. But right now, I'm a stan. And not for nothing, he came with some receipts.
Yeah, he did. That nigga said Drake? That nigga that stole my flow and such and such. And then when he hit the shit, the nigga was like, yo, I never realized, like, that is your fucking flow. When this nigga start talking about all the niggas that he fucking discovered and put on first. And
you know what's so crazy? You know what's so crazy about that? And it got me to thinking. I'm like, wow. Look at all these 10-year in the game artists, all in their feelings and shit about wanting their respect and not getting their, not getting their due diligence. I'm like, but look how the fuck y'all was acting when my era was trying to tell y'all the same shit. It's like, how do you think the 20-year in the game artists feel? I'm like, y'all only in the game 10 years and y'all haven't
already
felt that.
Forgetting about you and shitting on you. And we got artists 20, 30, some damn near 40 years in the game. And yes, how do you think these artists feel when in only 10 years they can try to erase your legacy as a black artist? You see what I'm saying? Whereas on the counterpart, they don't allow that to happen to their artists. They make sure we remember fucking Buddy Holly. This nigga died in a plane crash, early in his fucking career.
But it ain't just the whites erasing us. I'm talking about the black artists shitting on their own. Well, I ain't even making this a black and white thing now. I'm talking about these little young ignorant artists not showing respect for the people that
ignorance though is from a whitewashing. Part of their ignorance comes from the whitewashing. You see, so
okay, but they still being ignorant.
Back to that. Huh? I
said, but they still being ignorant. I mean, it don't. A white person shouldn't have to tell you to research and learn and study your culture of the craft that you're taking up. I'm not blaming that on white people.
No, but what I can blame it on, Digga, who you blaming it on? I blame them for trying to conceal it, though, for trying to not, for trying to sweep ours back and push theirs forward. I can blame them for that. But yes, we need to do our due diligence as a people when it comes to educating. When it comes to educating ourselves and the ones that come after us.
And that's
part of why we here, Rah Digga.
That's right.
Matter of fact, hold up. Before we go any further. Right. But just speaking about this, I guess we could wait till we really get in the spot.
Yo, like I said, that's when we was in between sets. We were searching for a new home. It's a fucking position to be in. And with the prevailing minds that we have on the Yanadameen Godcast, it was nothing but a matter of time before we found new digs. Rolling.
Peace. Peace. Welcome to the Yanadameen Godcast. I'm Lord Jamar.
I'm Digga.
We got Fact Checker Rage in the back.
/ DJ Rage.
Behind the turntable / forensic scientist DJ Rage up in this motherfucker with his scrubs on. Yeah. So we are in our new home.
Our new abode.
Our new set. Here at the illustrious Black Lady Theater right here in Brooklyn, New York. Clap it up, people. Clap it up. Oh my, clap it up. Listen.
We left the grimy streets of Newark for the grimy streets of Brooklyn.
And we're not gonna dwell on the past. All I'm gonna say is one monkey don't stop no show. Okay? And we are always gonna move bigger and better things. And I don't see anything bigger and better than this set that we have right here at the Black Lady Theater. So we are so happy to be here. We're gonna pop a little bubbly.
Got some bubbly.
We're gonna pop a little bubbly. Shit, we even gonna light up a little L, okay, in celebration, because we can do that. Here, we can do that, okay? We can be ourselves. And if you could just smell it in the air right now, the frankincense that's burning into this motherfucker, I just love the energy that's up in this motherfucker. So,
without further ado,
first of all, if you'd like to donate to the show, go to cash.me/$Yanadameen, patreon.com/Yanadameen, or Yanadameen.com/support. We appreciate you. We won't use that money to buy the Moet. We're just celebrating right now.
I was about to say, without further ado, pop that bottle.
This is some personal shit. But yeah, without further ado, we're gonna pop a bottle in celebration, and everybody, even people off camera, are invited to
have a drink with us.
Yeah, have a drink with us. So,
hey!
Oh yeah. I mean, we can literally pop bottles without hurting nothing in here. It's so big. It's like a fucking loft in this bitch. So Digga, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man.
How you like the new spot?
Well, I gotta get dressed. I gotta get fully dressed now. I was kind of appreciating the comfort of filming at home with the shindig, because From the waist up, I was looking like a fox, Gina. But just know I have my flip-flops and my sweatpants on. So now I gotta give y'all full body glam again. At the request of so many of our viewers.
Oh, you want some?
Oh, yeah,
you want some orange juice in your joint?
Yeah, I got a
little mimosa.
I got a mimosa mine's up a bit.
All right, I know you fancy
well, actually,
like that.
Here's a full glass, so you take the full
glass. Yeah. All right. All right. We'll do it like that.
Yeah, I don't drink that much, y'all.
So people in the comments were not happy about the shindig as far as the view. They couldn't see that good, that good digga that they got so used to.
Yeah, I read.
Would you like some? What would you like?
Some orange juice, please.
Orange juice, that's all you want? Okay, all right. Let her mimosa herself.
Take a little pour of this, and the rest is up to you.
Well, he wants it in a champagne glass, right? You want yeah, we're gonna get fancy.
Ooh, and I'm
gonna get fancy right
now. And I'm over here making a mess.
Well, listen. Cheers to all our patrons, all our supporters that been riding with us since day one. We thank you. We started at the crib, then we took it over to Newark.
Right on.
Now we here in the heart of Brooklyn. Man, this is something to celebrate.
Salud.
Thank you for rocking with us.
Yeah, that was us on the new set, y'all. Man, cool. Loving the new days, and we still here, man. Shout out to the Black Lady Theater. Shout out to Nostrand Avenue. Shout out to Brooklyn. You want to be a live audience? Go to yanadameen.com/live, and we'll make sure we get you in there. This next clip, I think is funny as hell, man. It's when your man, Lord Jamar, was on a panel about bullying and made the young lady cry.
If y'all thought that was mean of Jamar, let me tell you about the story of Howard.
Now, this is not mean, but some things happen. Let's go ahead. All right.
Basically,
I might need to light up this pre-roll while we talk.
In a nutshell, Jamar made the Parkland school shooting survivor cry.
Kids, it's so for us to sit here and encourage bullying when that is the reason that the two of us are sitting up here, it's not something that we can tolerate at all.
First of all, I want to apologize for upsetting the young sister right here. That is not my intention.
Hang on, let me just jump in if I may.
First of all, you act like there's only one. Like they all got killed.
Wait, like she's unbreakable.
Like they all got killed, and the lone survivor, and I made her cry.
No, see, all right, so let me put this into context for you because that probably sounded horrible just now. So yeah, it was as horrible as it sounds. But so we're doing a panel discussion.
And first of all, no one makes anybody do anything. But anyway, go ahead.
I'm the moderator. We have a
professor from Yale.
A professor from Yale, as well as Jamar to my right, and to my left.
A professor from the streets.
We have I don't have her name in front of me. I think Alea Eastman, I believe her name is.
Something to that effect. I call her Crybaby, but go ahead.
And another gentleman who's like a student advocate.
I call him Captain Saver Survivor, but go ahead.
Younger gentleman. So,
first of all, shout out to my man Elijah Porter for bringing us down.
Word.
Fine young man. Gracious host. Appreciate him.
This next episode is when that controversy came out with Neeson regarding his choice of words in reference to the blacks and Digga's personal testimony on how she felt about that outburst. Roll.
This is the rage that he felt.
So naturally, he got backlash, and then what happens?
But hold up. Wait. Let's let this marinate for a second. So suppose this white girl got raped by another white man. Would this motherfucker have been out searching for random white people to bludgeon and kosh?
I said that was my argument on Twitter.
Like,
because a white person, tried to white explain to me, well, if the tables were turned and Denzel said that about a white actor, would there be a white person? Would there be, this much outrage? I'm like, oh, because Denzel would never. Okay, that's number one. But
he'd never be dumb enough to say it out loud, whether he ever thought it or not.
And number two, I'm like, first of all, we as black people can think of something every day to be pissed off at a white person about, or if we want to, or not even just, from a prejudice standpoint, just thinking of some, forget, the past and our ancestors. We can look at the news today and get pissed off at cops and white people and watch
judges
them pull out
and
guns,
senators and congressmen
and all of this. So yeah, if we felt that way and decided to act on it, we know what the ramifications are going to be to us. So we're not going to move like that. But the fact that Liam, damn, I actually shed a tear when your wife died, bro. I was there with you. Vanessa Redgrave's daughter. She had a skiing accident.
She fuck with him like that.
She thought
she's
she
like
was
Vanessa
okay.
Redgrave's
3
daughter.
days later, she died from internal bleeding.
Oh.
I saw the pictures at the. I was there with you, bro. Yo, I fucked with Liam.
But Digga,
come on, talk to him.
I fucked with you, Liam.
Digga.
The fact that you really went out here with a kosh, looking for one of my bros,
trying to bludgeon niggas.
You know how that hurt? Oh, that hurt my heart, bro.
Trying to bludgeon niggas.
That hurt my heart, bro. That hurt my heart.
So now
I
he
want
goes.
to say something real quick.
Go ahead.
Digga, if I may dig a little deeper. Oh yeah. It's on deck.
You was waiting.
Hey, good job. No. That was a perfect use of the pang.
No, seriously.
Good fucking job.
But wait, no. I have a serious.
Yes, sir. Man, this is one of my favorite episodes. Man, every now and then we get a chance to really, interview and get visited by some people who put real work out there in the streets, really trying to make sure that our plight is heard as a people and that we advance on the set. So, this next episode is where we have the God Mysonne on. Mysonne representing the BX. Let's go.
Oops. Premature clapulation.
My bad.
Welcome back to Yanadameen Godcast. I'm Lord Jamar.
I'm Digga, and I'm back from Europe, everybody.
Welcome back, Digga. And as you see in between us, we have the incomparable, the general.
Yep.
Mysonne, ladies and gentlemen. Clap it up for Mysonne.
That's right, clap it up.
Peace. Now, thank you for joining us, especially on such short notice.
Thanks for having me, man. It's an honor to be amongst such legendary.
Listen, man.
As yourselves.
One of your mottos.
Thank you.
I see you wear hats and stuff to say you work for the people, and I truly believe that. Like Mysonne truly works for the people.
Absolutely.
I see you out here doing your work every day. But we're gonna interview you and just give people some of Mysonne's backstory and then bring them up to date of where you are now. But briefly, before we get into that, let's get into the story that is Mysonne. Let's take it back. You're from the Boogie Woogie. Boogie Down Bronx. What part of the Bronx?
High Bridge.
High Bridge. Oh.
High Bridge by way of Castle Hill and Soundview. So I was pretty much born and raised in High Bridge, lived there. My mother lived there. And then my grandmother in between Castle and Soundview, so I was back and forth in all of those areas.
Right. So now, growing up in areas that's basically the birthplace of hip hop, what was that like? What did you see? What kind of shit rubbed off on you?
Oh man, it was a lot because we used to do. It was a lot of block parties and jams, you know. Because I'm right from where hip hop was started, like right around the corner from that. So it was a lot of hip hop's jams, battles in the park. You know, it was a lot of the guards building, and you know. So I grew up in that era, just when lyrics meant something. When you was trying to say something that nobody else said.
Right.
Or say it better than something. You know, it was so much creativity and competition. You know, like when I first started rapping, I didn't even let people hear my rhymes because I was scared because it was so many dope rappers.
Now, when did you first start rapping? What made you first start rapping? And when were you brave enough? When did you feel confident enough to say, you know what? I think niggas can hear my shit.
I started rapping in junior high school is when I started rapping.
So what are we saying, like 14, 13, 14?
13, 14. That was like the first I rode around. But it was my man, God bless the dead, my man June Brown. Like he was just like one of the best rappers I ever heard. So, you know what I'm saying? Like that. He was like phenomenal. Like he had books around. He used to live right downstairs from me. He was older than me, so he used to always come like, yo, listen to my rhymes. And I'd be listening to him like, yo, he's phenomenal. So he made me start rhyming. I just keep it to myself. And then I remember one day I said a rhyme to him. He's like, yo, you got a little something. So then, you know, but I was still scared.
Right.
And I kept rhyming. Then I let somebody else hear it. And then they was like, oh, you actually can rap. And then one of my man, Doc, put me on this. He put me on a spot. I used to go to Martin Luther King High School. And that's when Mace had first started rhyming. And he was older than us, but I was like a freshman or sophomore. And he was in the auditorium. Well, no, we was in the gym because they had a basketball game.
So wait, this school is in Manhattan? Okay.
Yeah, Martin Luther King. And so he was like, yo, Mace. And Mace started rhyming. This is before he even got signed. He started rhyming. And he was like, Mike, you can rhyme. Let him hear your rhyme. And just threw me in the middle. So I was like, he's like, no, shit. So that was like the first time everyone was like, oh, he actually can spit. And from there, I started getting more confidence, you know, and then more and more confident, and then, you know, just matured.
Dope. Now, I read somewhere that you used to play basketball. Like Allen Iverson, Stephon Marbury.
I used to play against Stephon in high school.
Rutgers type of shit?
I played in Rutgers too.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know
I had a
that.
crossover.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Sham Guard's like one.
What are you, a point guard?
Yeah. Like my game was kind of like Sham's, but his was just like 10 times.
Oh, young
better.
Sham. Oh, Sham guard. Yeah, piece of
You know,
God.
it was just like 10.
Piece
Like
of
I had like a mini game like his because my crossover, but his was just
on
like
the next level.
You know what I'm saying? So
okay.
So I'm from that era, right?
So what made you not pursue that? Like,
I don't know. I just, that was my passion. I think when I got to high school, the main thing that stopped me from playing basketball was I started having a girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? You get a girlfriend in high school, you start losing a little focus. And then me and my coach got into a big argument. He was like, you want to go with that girl? Get off this team. And I was like, I don't need this fucking team. And
sounds very familiar.
I left my senior year. I'll never forget it. My senior year in high school. Like, it was either, I would say I quit or got cut, like, in between. With my ego, like, my coach was mad. I stormed out his office. Fuck this. I don't need this team. He's like, don't come back. Then my ego wouldn't let me try to come back. And we won the championship that year. We beat Stephon Marbury in the championship.
Son.
So that was like, I was sitting there on the bleachers like,
yo, I got a similar shit. Like I used to play football, right? And like me and my man, fucking shout out my man Luke Fentress, okay? Yo, we was the nicest niggas on the team. But like we was the illest niggas. like we used to come to practice high. Now I'm talking like we might have been like on mescaline or something. Remember back in the days, mescaline? So we was doing all kind of shit. And so the gym teacher was the football coach. So I'm cutting all kind of classes, and I decided to cut gym the day that we have a game.
I did the same thing.
So I cut Jim and then I show up for the game. And this nigga's like, and me and my man Luke, because we had cut together, and he's in front of all of the whole team. He said, I don't care if y'all is the best niggas on the team. Y'all is going to sit down this game. Okay? Y'all is, no, he didn't kick us off.
Oh,
he said, you got to sit down. So now he making us do the hashtags. We running up and down the field with the first down markers. You understand? So I did that the whole first half, right? So now I'm seeing during the game, my girl, you know, a bunch of girls and dudes, my peoples basically is in these bleachers over
Expecting
there.
to see you make the winning shot.
No, it's just football. It's football. She's the winning shot.
Oh, oops.
Yeah, a touchdown. I was a running back.
Okay.
So run for a touchdown or some shit like that.
Well, we can say winning shot.
So
winning pass.
Yeah, but that's so like girly, not knowing about a sport.
Shut up.
That's just perfect cliche shit.
Yes, indeed. This is Fact Checker Rage representing Yanadameen Godcast. Shout out to the Gas Showcase, my man John Davila. Make sure y'all check out what we're going to be doing in 2020. We're looking for all you bar spitters and rhyme fitters and songwriters. And it don't matter the genre. If you got what it takes, submit your material. Go to globalartistshowcase.net/Godcast. Make sure you fill out that registration form, send your material, see if you got what it takes to make the showcase and to be a part of our elite cadre of musicians. Let's get it. Hey, you can't test the champion sound, we're getting bugged down. This next guest needs no introduction, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Shout out to my man Tech Smokey Live. Shout out to my man Steel, representing that Smif-N-Wessun boot camp clip. Go get that new effort to all. It was right here on the Yanadameen Godcast. I'm telling you. You don't believe me? Watch.
Welcome back to the Yanadameen Godcast. I'm Lord Jamar.
I'm Digga.
We got Fact Checker Rage up in the house.
Present.
And as you can see, in between us are distinguished guests right about now. Put your hands together for Smif-N-Wessun, ladies and gentlemen. General Steel, Tech Smokey Law. What's good?
Life is great, man.
Yes, it is.
Be alive, man. Power to the people.
These brothers got a new album out called The All.
Yes, yes.
Boom. Produced by Ninth Wonder and the Soul Couch.
Right.
Soul Council, pardon me. I said the Soul Couch.
It was a nice couch, though.
Soul Council sits on the Soul Couch, though, when they're relaxing. Yeah, so they got a new album out. We're going to talk about that. We're going to get into, you know, history, of course, but we definitely want to talk about this album right now. This masterpiece that you brought forward. Before we get into that, listen, if y'all would like to donate to the show, go to cash.me/$Yanadameen, patreon.com/Yanadameen, or Yanadameen.com/support. Listen, we appreciate everything you do to add on. Once again, we're here doing for self, and that's the way we'd like to keep it. So yeah, that's right. Clap it up for doing for self, y'all. Clap up for doing for self. So, Digga.
What up, though?
How are you?
I'm good, man. Chilling. I actually just had the pleasure of seeing these guys live on stage.
Did you?
Yes.
Where at?
A spot. It was in Jersey City. I don't remember the name.
Headroom.
Yep. And my little cousin, shout out to Pip James, put that thing together. And he just, it's so crazy because he just, like, we had a conversation not too long ago. He's like, yo, OG, I need you to come out to some more come out to some of my events. And you know when you got like little youngins in the crew, it's like you support their movement, but you be so busy with your own shit, you might not necessarily showing up to everything. So I'm like, we gonna see what this shit is about. And sure enough, they got the homies in the building. So I was like, yo, that was what's up, man. Definitely had a good time.
Well, I'm loving your classic
like
female hip hop look today.
Paying homage to the legendary Salt and Pepper. I been doing the red boots.
That's that Latin Quarter Salt and Pepper.
I put Spinderella get up on. I was like, should I kill him with the white? Should I kill him with the black? Or should I kill him with the red? So I went with the black with the red boots. So
what's the song we was talking about earlier?
My mic
sound nice. Check one. What? That's Latin Quarter all day. That was I loved.
Remember this
those
poster?
Salt and Pepper.
Remember this poster?
I remember that. Right on magazine.
Oh wait, I don't want that. No. Keep your filthy.
No.
What?
I was gonna admit that me as a dude, I had that poster.
Oh, I thought you were about to say you did something crazy with the poster. I was about to say, please.
I'm not jerking off to no. They're gonna have to show a lot more for me to jerk off.
Wait,
to poster.
So fast forward to Kim with the squat and with the pose.
First of all, I didn't need to jerk off at that time. You know?
Hey, I'm not, bro.
You know how much
your secret
after school.
Your secret is safe with you. I don't even want to know.
Anyway, I'm just saying I loved all of them at that time.
Shouts out
like
to
they
Salt
all,
Pepper.
I would have took any one of them at that time.
Shouts out to I'm gonna keep it a buck. A fan of mine in I just came back from touring overseas and shit. A fan gave this to me. Like she was in the merch line, and I just saw. I was like, yo, that shit is fire. Where'd you get that from? It's like, I got it from. So I guess some shop out there, and I was like, yo, I love that. She's like, you like this whole thing?
Yeah.
And she just took it straight off her back and gave it to me. I was like, yo, that's what's up. I forgot what country that was, but shouts out to you, girl.
Like, I'm gonna watch this, but a little European, but yeah.
Word.
Well, anyway, man, let's get to it, brothers.
Let's do it.
Thank y'all for coming.
Thank you for having us.
The album.
Phenomenal.
The All.
Thank you.
Incredible.
Give thanks.
Like Word is Born, like this is the type of album that makes veterans who know that they can still do it feel like
they can do it.
Nigga need to get in the studio,
right.
bro.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers have just showed it because sometimes, let's keep it real. Certain veterans will put out their newer stuff, and let's just say it's not necessarily what you
can't get jiggy with it.
It don't have that same kind of energy of when we first was introduced to them.
The time to test you, man.
Sometimes people get better with time, and sometimes they get worse with time. It all depends. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think we all need to assess where we're at. You know what I mean? But if you find that you're in a place that you could still do this shit, I don't think that we should necessarily allow motherfuckers to like age us out of the game.
That's right.
I mean, it's like hip hop is the only genre of music that, to me, that I see really allows that to be done to the artist.
Mm-hmm.
Willie Cash, the Beatles, you got people. Kiss running around on tour while they at 65, 75 years old, sticking his tongue out through his chin. So hip hop is the only, again, genre that they try to separate us from each other and keep us like feel like it's, oh, you too old, you can't do this. I mean, but personally, I don't think I want to be on a stage at 65 screaming ball town. You know
Right.
By then, it's something different. Maybe I could put the tours together to help the other ones that's coming up. Then, as long as my hands is still in the pot of the music to push the culture forward, it's for the best.
Right.
I just to add on to that, man. I think like people forget like hip hop came from a root, right? And when you think about, I was kicking it with Rage earlier. We were talking about Sam Cooke.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? We're talking about like hip hop has a base. It it kind of looked like it popped out, but we're babies from that era. I'm from the 70s, so I didn't hear hip hop in the 70s. I was listening to soul, I was listening to funk, I was listening to those type of things. And then our version, and we went through our transition, we went through our knowledge of born, and we came out with this. We grew up off of these guys, you know what I mean? And now here we are, another 360 degrees back home, and now we dropping this. So for the ones that put it forth before us, it's like we have to do it like that. You know what I mean? We have to show and prove, and we have to continue, like he says, in the name of all of the ones that put it down. And don't worry about people Xing you out or aging you out. Don't age yourself out. Like Janet Jackson's about to go on tour right now. I think she's about to do like mad dates, like 50-something dates. And the last Jackson that was gonna do 50-something dates, he passed away. We lost him. Right. You know what I mean? But we grew up listening to that kid and he was 8 years old. So if he could do it at 50, if we have to do it, if we have to push the culture forward, whichever version of it, you know what I mean? Stay fit.
Not to cut your divine wisdom, but it's a famous poker player that he has a mantra that I like to take and live by. We didn't get old because we stopped playing. We stopped playing. We didn't stop playing because we got old. We got old because we stopped playing. Mm-hmm. So basically, how you feel, like the mind is healthy, you keep your body in tune, you can do it forever.
True indeed, true indeed.
Hey. Welcome back to the Yanadameen Godcast. I'm Lord Jamar.
I'm Digga.
We got fact checker Rage in the house. Your mic working?
Present.
Okay, I'm tired of your shit sounding all echoey and shit, and I can't hear your motherfucking ass.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. What's good, people? We here.
Yeah.
Another
little bit of a somber note.
Yeah, we're gonna get into all of that. What everyone's talking about right now, the murder, or some may say the assassination of Nipsey Hussle. What the fuck, yo?
It's with heavy hearts that we have to report on the passing of Nipsey Hussle, named Ermias Joseph. Oh God, I do not know how to pronounce this.
Ermias Joseph Askedam.
Askedam. Okay.
Is how I believe it would be pronounced.
Okay.
Because there's people actually from like Eritrea or.
Oh wow.
I think he's like Ethiopian or Eritrean, some sort of African, you know, where they have that like curly hair, that Ethiopian type of
original
vibe.
People.
Yeah. So
I mean, everything about it sucks. I know I was asleep and my daughter called me and told me what had happened. I didn't believe her at first because any little internet anything, my daughter like, you heard such and such, like she was like she's one of those, and I didn't believe her. And the first thing I do, I check for confirmation. I went to Twitter. I went to the trending feed, and when I saw his name at the top of the list, like I just got a big old like lump in my throat, like no. And then I and saw what happened, and I mean I can't front. The first thing that came to my mind was like, it's a conspiracy. Like, who the hell would want to kill Nipsey Hussle? And I saw a lot of people coming to that conclusion, and I also saw a lot of people like shooting it down.
Well, we're gonna get to that in a second.
Getting backlash.
Let's get to that in a second, but because that's a whole thing in itself that I'd like to address. This whole, you know.
Okay. Well, let's start with just talking about him.
I just want to say, first of all, you know, when I heard the news, my wife had actually called me. I was in the crib. I was working on some shit, and I'm just tuned out. And then she hit me, did you hear Nipsey Hussle die? And I'm like, what? And like
shut up, you don't know what you're talking about. Like almost.
Yo, immediately like just a sinking feeling like I never met this brother in my life, yo. I never met him in my life, but something about him is like I felt like I knew him. Like he felt like one of those, like real recognized real is all I could say. And he was one of those dudes that I felt like, especially from this younger generation, like, okay, at least they still got a few real ones left.
I had a conversation with him about.
There's still a few real ones left. There's one right there I could see, Nipsey Hussle.
I had a conversation with him about coming on the show, and I ain't follow up. We chatted briefly on Twitter, like when his album dropped, because remember we reviewed him and Rock Marcy's album the same day.
Yes.
And I shouted him out on Twitter, and he you know, he retweeted it and shouted me back, and you know, little exchanged in the DMs, but
because he was a real dude like that he, you see him saying there's certain artists that if you shouted him in a DM, they probably wouldn't even see the shit, or they're just so self-absorbed that they might not feel that you're important enough.
Or just the fact that, you know, he saw my tweet, because when I tweeted, I didn't add him or anything. Like I just,
really?
It was actually a conversation with the producers, Mike and Keys, the main producers of that album. I was really shouting them out, like, shout out to such and such, you know, responsible for all the production on that great Nipsey album. And Nipsey saw that and was like, you know, thank you, you know.
Wow.
Like responded to them and like, oh yeah, you know, shout out to Digga, you know.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
And I'm mad that you know, you just take for granted that, oh, you know, I'll get them, and then things, you know, time goes on, and I ain't really follow up. But I had brought it up to him, like, yeah, I do a podcast with Lord Jamar. I'd love to, you know, have you at least, I say call in, because, you know, call in, and he was like, word, just, you know, let me know. And then I ain't follow up.
See, so now when it happened, I get the sinking feeling in the stomach. It wasn't like when I heard, you know, about, you know, rest in peace to all of these First of all, the amount of rappers that have been getting killed lately is fucking ridiculous.
Or just dying.
Yeah, but getting killed specifically is some shit. It wasn't like when XXX Tentacion got killed. You know, that one didn't hit me per se. It was like, oh wow, that's a shame. You know,
I was.
That's
sad.
a young black man, but I didn't feel the same way that this made me feel.
As we continue on, this is Fact Checker Rage, Yanadameen Godcast Recap 2019. We're gonna about to bring you some footage of some of the usual hijinks that happens between Lord Jamar and Rah Digga. In this one particular episode, Lord Jamar calls out Digga. Let's go.
Is that how we doing it?
That's how I'm rolling.
Sundress in a fur.
Sundress in a fur.
I love it. That's like I guess a nigga with a tank top and a fur or some shit like that. You know what I mean?
Rather
a white
have
beater
it and
and a
not
fur.
need it than need it and not have it.
Well, you look very nice.
Thank you.
You know,
I didn't realize this skirt was so split up the middle, so y'all don't be looking up my dress.
And then she throws the shit out though.
Don't be looking up my dress.
Now, first of all, I saw a comment where some motherfucker was acting like, oh, and it is deplorable. Lord Jamar was damn near auctioning off Digga for you to like raise your skirt up or some shit like that. Would you tell him, first of all, you started that.
I did not.
Yeah, you did.
No,
yeah,
I
you
did
did.
not.
You said donate a little more, and maybe I'll lift up some skirt.
No,
and
you
we
know
can
what?
go to the videotape. Jay Netta.
No, I did say.
Check it out. Go to bounty.com/Yanadameen. And yeah, this is something that I'm really excited about
Every $100 I wear in shorter skirt.
Oh,
yeah, I did say that.
Okay, exactly. And I played into it. First of all, this is all in fun.
Yes.
Of course, we're not all out here trying to sell the sister or, you know what I mean? Whore the queen. Like, are you fucking crazy? Like, but this motherfucker acted like, oh, I thought it was deplorable the way you know, Lord Jamar was practically auctioning off Digga to raise her skirt up. Like, shut your ass up. First of all, that was her idea. Second of all,
it was my idea.
First of all, that was her idea.
No,
Second of all, we was just fucking kidding. God damn. You see?
It started from a
You can't ask
joke.
a question, you can't even joke no more.
But you know what? They don't know the history of the joke. It started with a joke because somebody actually did make a donation, and in the commentary section, it was like for Digga's thighs. So we're just playing off the joke. It's
God
it's
damn,
not
outrage culture. Like everybody wants to be outraged about something. Like.
Yes. And you say New York City. Let's go. Once again, this is Rage Recap 2019. Yanadameen Godcast. Let's look at some of those Kodak Black issues, shall we? Come on.
Let's talk about Kodak
The
Black.
benefits are probably all right.
Hey, let's talk about Kodak Black because last week you was like, you know what? I don't want to talk about Kodak Black.
I still don't, but anywho.
Inappropriate comments towards Lauren London. His inappropriate comments about Lauren London. You was like, I don't want to really talk about Kodak Black. I'm still laughing about what I originally said. I was like, I agree with you. But now this week, songs have been made. Fucking, there's been a lot of smoke wanted on social media. There's been shots fired at Seeds, like, what's going on, Digga?
I mean,
what it do?
I like Kodak's record. See, for me, when you put it in music context, I'm here for it. I'm not here for any Kodak Black interviews. I'm not here for his perspective on anything. But when you put it in the song, I'm here for it. And I think for what it is, a T.I. diss record, I think he did a decent job. And
lighter, please.
And it's what's crazy about the record is he actually my light on me. He actually kind of like, in addition, like, it's not just dissing T.I. Like, I feel like he's kind of talking to the older generation in general. Like, stop trying to check me because
baby. That nigga think y'all baby.
Yeah, I mean, treat me like baby. It is what it is. The record fresh though.
Listen, I'm not gonna. When that record first came on, right?
It's fresh.
Now, does T.I. got a record directed at him? He's just telling him to change that shit expeditiously.
I don't believe. I don't think it was like released in its entirety. I feel like there was something with him on social media, him just of it maybe playing in the background or something.
So I see that he put out the shit. I see it's called Expeditiously, right? And I'm like, to me, that sound like one of the bigger words that Kodak Black has probably said in a while. Okay? But then when I heard him, like, just the intro of it, I can't front. I was like, this nigga's saying some shit above his intelligence pay grade, or so I thought. I forget exactly the shit he was saying in the beginning, but it was like more complex than I thought a Kodak Black should be saying. I was like, wait a minute, this little dude is saying some shit right now.
He has quite a few records like that are actually relatable to us, and you would never think it, to listen to him in an interview, you would never think it, but there's a few records that are, that aren't singles, that aren't all over the place, just him vibing, and he definitely
you know, I don't want to call him an old soul because I don't know whose soul I would want to put that on, but he is a little wise beyond his years musically.
Turn up time, turn up time. I gotta turn up. As y'all know, we had a recent addition to the Yanadameen Godcast team. He goes by the name of Godfrey. And this is when he first came on the set and started blessing us with those hijinks like only Godfrey could do. Let's go.
Welcome to the Yanadameen Godcast. I'm Rah Digga.
Okay, I'm Lord Jamar. Godfrey in the building.
Hey, we got Godfrey back in the house.
That's right, baby. Okay, my bad. Wait, now hold up. This is first time here.
Yes,
my first time. Historic Black Lady Theater. Yes.
I'm so proud to be part of this.
Yeah.
I just want to let you know. And when I was walking here, I picked up some shea butter right quick.
Okay.
Just pure shea butter. And
so we not gonna have no ashy
product place, you know.
So we not gonna have no your elbows.
No, my stuff is nice and greased up.
Okay,
moisturized. Shea butter on my neck. Okay. Everything is tight right now.
That's what's up.
Feeling good.
That's what's up.
I thought you had that nice Africana glow going on.
Remember they used to do Afro shit? They used to rotate their heads. The black man and the black woman.
Looking a little Dexter.
I love the cartoon that my man from Carlito's Way did of you.
Dude.
Son, he had you looking like a superhero out there.
My man is from Montreal, from Canada.
Jay Netta, show a little clip of that.
Caribbeans, amongst African Americans, amongst Black Latinos. If some of you guys be like, I know black, I know black, I know black. Not this thing. I know black. Negro nunca, nunca. Dominica. I go, I know, but you're black. No, papi.
For that right now.
Carlito's Way, Carlito 77. He's Carlito.
Yeah.
And he's from Montreal. Canada. And did he animate you too, right?
Yes.
He loves you too.
He's dope.
He animated one of my videos, and I didn't even know that, on how I be making fun of Dominicans on how they deny their blackness. And I say, you know, you Dominicans, you're black too, whether you like it or not. And they be like, I know black. I ain't Dominican. Yeah, that's a place, man.
Right.
And they say, you black, man. He's like, I know black. They try to salsa that shit off. I'm telling you, Poppy, I know black. It's not the same. And he animated that shit.
Yeah, dope.
It's
you got you looking diesel as a motherfucker.
He had Black Panther on there. I was like, he just didn't want a David Banner. It has David Banner on diesel. It's dope. So I want to keep doing stuff with him.
I'm feeling some type of way. Where's my animation?
Well, you got it. He'll do you.
Well, hold up. But you got the fucking Thundercats and all that kind of shit going on.
What are you talking
Shouts
about?
out Milo the Cat, man. He's killing it.
So she's a Thundercat?
Well, he did like a rendition of Chitara performing Tight.
Yeah. You know how they do that with the cartoons?
Yeah.
They'll take a rap song and they like edit the cartoon and it look like they saying it. It look like they saying it and all that. It's crazy.
I love when they do that with the cartoons.
It's just dope.
That's dope. He just did the remix with Pharoah Monch's verse and that was dope.
That's so hot.
Now you're looking very lovely today, Digga. Your tresses look like they're freshly tressed.
Look at her nails. Her nails. Look at her nails. It's not a joke.
Fresh off the European.
Fresh off the.